Happy Winning Wednesday. You know, it's so funny. I had planned this live, and my computer and my phone were all like on pause. They're like, I don't know. Do we want you to go live? And then the trash truck decided to park in front of my house at the same time. I'm like, let me take a moment and reclaim my joy, because this is how easy it is to slip into not having it. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Cordelia Gaffar. I'm the ultimate joy goddess, inviting you to choose joy and pleasure so that you savor your life. And I decided to go live today because I was typing a post and I was like, you know what? Some things are better conveyed just face to face. And so what am I about, right? Some days you see me dancing in a bikini top and a sarong. Some days you see me reposting the years when I used to wear hijab. And, you know, sometimes I talk about colonization. Sometimes I talk about liberation. But mostly I am allowing you to witness the bravery of choice. Did you see that? Right? This is why I have a podcast called What People Miss. Because for all the things that you see me doing, you miss that. And that was the whole point of every single post. What am I doing in every single post? I am choosing. I am demonstrating choice. I am demonstrating liberation of choice. I am demonstrating my discernment and choice. Right? So I made a little blurb about that yesterday and put a post. And I know many people missed what I was talking about, right? Because you might have seen me twerking, right? Because I posted that little blurb with me dancing in a sarong. And while you're watching my waistline and, oh my God, there she is again, and whatever it is that came up for you, I'm your mirror. Whatever you thought of me, that's what you think of yourself. I'm going to rename Wednesday Wise Wednesday instead of Winning Wednesday, because there's so much wisdom in our bodies and what they evoke for others. You watch my body and you have thoughts and opinions and judgments about yours. Right? Some women whose waistline doesn't move anymore may look and be like, oh, look at her, you know, whatever the rest of that would be. But the truth is, damn, when did I lose my waistline? Why can't my body move like that anymore? Right? But what happens within you is a bit of a recoil instead of an embracing or an understanding or a curiosity. Right? Because our default setting in this world where we're conditioned to be doers and cogs in a wheel is everything must have a function. Everything must be used. And the truth is, that's not how humans were built, and that's not the way we're meant to interact with each other. You see, we are not cogs in a wheel, but we are frequencies and energies. And we flow together just like the rivers and the seas. And we are branches and we are trees and we are roots. And together, you know, perhaps in cahoots, we can overthrow those who would have their foot on our throat. And so that's what I bring your awareness to. And I believe that every woman, especially those who have experienced emotional abuse at home and at work, and you know what I'm talking about, or maybe you don't. What is emotional abuse? Let's tangent for a minute here, or let's define, right? Emotional abuse is what we dismiss as boys' behavior or bad behavior, right? Or, you know, men are just being men, or mansplaining, whatever. And no, absolutely not. Not acceptable. It is not okay to just, because you're a man, say or speak condescendingly to a woman. It's not okay, right? But we've made it socially acceptable. But every single time a man says, oh, I don't have to try, I'm a man, right? Every time you are dismissed, that is emotional abuse. Every time you feel like you're not seen, that is emotional abuse. Every time someone calls you girl or honey or sweetheart, you're emotionally abused. And how many infractions do you endure in a day? Right? And those are the little ones. Those are just the little, the dismissible ones, right? But there are bigger ones, like hoe and bitch, and defamation of character, right? Sometimes people will deem you unprofessional. Why? Because the softness of your voice. You're trying to seduce me. What? No, my voice is soft. You're hearing it as me seducing you is something going on within your dysfunction. Let's see. Narbo says, I agree with you. Just because I'm a man doesn't mean it's a ticket to misconduct. Right? Absolutely not. We're humans on this planet, and we all have an opportunity and a responsibility to each other. And that responsibility is kindness. And because of the lack of kindness, because of the unkindness that women endure in the world I exist, I am the reflection of, fuck your unkindness. I am the reflection of, I choose to be kind to me. I am the reflection of, I was created by the Creator who created all things for bliss and joy. I was given a body so that I could enjoy sensations, which we call pleasure. Those sensations come in a number of ways, innumerable ways, right? Through breathing. I can smell things in the air, flowers, good cooked food, right? Preferably by my chef partner, right? And I can feel the breeze. I can feel the caress of my partner, right? And that is not shameful. That is not sinful. It is sacred. It is a gift from our Creator. That's what I'm the reflection of. And guess what? When you have that inner peace, that inner calm, that inner joy, that inner love, that inner kindness, you can't help but be kind with others. And I believe that this is abundance economy. I believe that companies would operate much more productively and have a much better bottom line if we were all joy bonding. So if there's a question to whether or not what I do is acceptable in the corporate space, absolutely. If humans are in the corporate space, yes, because I believe joy bonding is something that you can enjoy from the bedroom to the boardroom. So if there's any question about I'm only for women and only for the bedroom, no. Everyone sleeps in a bedroom, and everyone has a body, and everyone experiences infractions, emotional infractions, right? And we don't know what to do with them, and that's why I exist. How do I help you? Somatically. What is somatic healing? What is that? What do I do? So when you see me dancing, that's somatic healing. I'm rewiring my body to remember and to repair. Most of the time, I record my movements with only me moving to the sound of my soul. And then later, when I post it on social media, I grab a song and boom, you think I'm dancing, you think I'm twerking, you think I'm whatever you think. And I'm not. And if you work with me, that's what you'll be doing too. And it looks easy, but it's a lot harder than it looks, and it's a lot deeper than it sounds. But if what you're hearing me say resonates, let's talk. In fact, on Thursday, right, so I have a community called the Ultimate Joy Goddess Community, and we meet the second and the fourth Thursdays of the month. And so I'm inviting people to come, but here's the thing, you gotta have skin in the game, right? So at the very minimum, I have a per session option. So you can sign up for that, but I'm not gonna drop the link here. Everybody's like, oh, drop the link, drop the link. I'm not gonna drop the link unless you ask for it. So if you want it, ask for it. If you wanna come to my party tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, then you're gonna have to ask for the link. Anyway, so I hope that clarifies any confusion about who I am, what I do, and if I can help you or serve you. Narbo, thank you so much for being here. Yes, I agree. I choose to be kind to my partner always, yeah. And choose to be kind to yourself, right? Because the kinder you are to yourself, the more you nurture kindness within yourself, the more you can expand that beyond just you. And it won't just be your partner. People will feel your frequency of kindness everywhere you go. People will be drawn to you. And they will think that they're drawn to you for whatever reason, right? Like many times I go out and about with my children, and my daughters will perceive men watching me as flirting with me, right? When they interact with me and say things or whatever. And I don't see it that way. I see it as he may think that he's flirting with me, but he is actually attracted to the reflection of something within him that he misses or that he desires. So, even for men online that may be watching me and may think things, no, it's not about me. It's always about you. Everybody's perception of the world is really about them. So if you hate the world, if you hate what you're seeing, go a little deeper. All right, well, thank you so much for being here live. For those of you who watched the replay, leave your comments and questions later.